We can play
Secretariat
the.
for End Polio.
Okay. So let's start. With the power vested upon me, I hereby call this 13th General Membership Meeting to order. Our host for tonight is our immediate past president, Emmy Tesalona. A round of applause, please.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians and guests. May I request everyone to place your gadgets on mute, and if you have no speaking parts, open your videos. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Cebu Puente's 13th General Membership Meeting. Tonight's meeting is the start of the TRF or the Rotary Foundation Month celebration. In that regard, I would like to request those Rotarians who are living in abundance to share their excesses by donating to TRF. To give respect and honor to our Creator and country, please open your videos and participate in the invocation, Philippine National Anthem, Rotary Hymn, four-way test, and objects of the Rotary. Tupe, take it away.
Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward. Save that of knowing that I do your most holy will. Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward. Save that of knowing that I do your most holy will.
flag as the flag of peace unfurled. I shall serve my community, help achieve universal unity. I shall dedicate my all. World understanding shall be my cherished goal. With a four-way test, I'll pursue my quest. If in my little way help attain peace in the world, I shall not have lived in vain. Above self, lend a hand to all who need my help. I'll give my spouse to involve in Rotary, and in Rotary ways I will train my family. With a four-way test, we'll pursue our quest, living our little way. Attain peace in the world, we shall not have lived in Build a bridge for tomorrow's youth, strengthen nothing but the truth. Let's join our hands, there's no reason we'll divide. We shall all understand why the good Lord is our guide. With a four-way test, we'll pursue our quest, giving our little way of the day. Peace in the world, we shall not have lived in vain. Peace be achieved, we shall not have
The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying by each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service.
Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente. Vision. We see people of action cultivating fellowship, integrity, excellence, leadership, diversity, service for everyone, every day. Mission statement: high impact leaders helping humanity.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Tupe. Moving on, to introduce the Rotarians, spouses, and guests, may I call on Rotarian Emma Nabay-Abay to do the honor.
Thank you, President Emmy. Good evening to all. It is my distinct privilege to introduce everyone present in this Zoom meeting. Just a reminder, when your name is called, turn on your video, unmute, and greet everyone. You will be spotlighted for everyone to see you smile. Okay? So, and after everyone has been introduced, please indulge us with our first pictorial. To start with, I would like to introduce our life-changing club president, Attorney Burns Amago.
Good evening.
Next is our resource speaker, our very own past president and district polio coordinator, Doc Alain Senerpida.
Good evening.
We also have two regional coordinators from our club, Assistant Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator, PDG Yumi. Is PDG Yumi around? Well, I think wala. Okay. And Polio Now Coordinator, PDG Mayan Solomon.
Hi, good evening to all.
We also have our district officers present tonight. And Polio Now Secretary, Editor-in-Chief, Past Assistant Governor Ricky Andres.
Hello, good evening to all.
Good evening, sir. GML
evening.
staff, President-elect RC Manila Metro, Eman Hernandez.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, I'll check the participants. Our officers. Our treasurer, club treasurer, past president June Torres.
Good evening, everyone.
Our club foundation chair, immediate past president Emmy Tesalona.
Good evening, everyone.
Our club membership chair, past president Maricel Amores.
Hi, good evening.
Our club admin, Stephen Uy, Rotarian Stephen Uy.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Our youth service director, attorney Gingging Lumanta.
Ngayong gabi, hello, my baby Eman. It's been a long while. I haven't seen you. I have two brothers in the club, my baby Eman and Doc Alain. So I'm very glad that the three of us are present tonight. Hello.
King. Next is our CICO, Tope Yugunas.
Good evening.
Okay, I hope I did not miss any officers. Let me check. Isa pa. Okay.
Sir Joel.
Sige. Sir Joel. Our past president, Joel Abad.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. Okay.
Baby Eman, nakalimot ko, sorry to interrupt you. I have a third brother, di ay uy si Kuan. Ken, basig may bawaan ni, mababisto ko nga akong giangkon, duha ra ka buok niya, ako siyang gidisown. I have three brothers di ay, Doc Alain, Baby Eman, and Ken. Okay, good evening once again.
Sir Ken? I think wala. Okay. Next. We also have Rotarian Jason Ong.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. We also have Rotarian Alfie Torres.
Hi, guys. Good evening.
Rotarian Attorney Cedric De Perini.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening. Rotarian Attorney Ernesto Amores.
Cannot open his on may prayer meeting for the dead.
Okay. We also have our Rotaraptors. Rotaraptors. Saan to? Si Louie Jaminal. and Scarlett. I don't, Mapa? Scarlett Mapa. Okay. I think I'm done. Did I miss anyone? Our spouse Cree is here also. Sorry, spouse Cree.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Si Arwen Eman, Arwen of UD, Rotor Act.
Other actor. Okay, Arwin. Sorry. I think everyone's cold.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rotarian Eman, for the nice introduction. As we are also encouraged to donate to the End Polio funds, our very own past President Alain Senerpida will do a presentation. And to introduce the tonight's speaker, may I now call past District Governor and EPNZ Zone Coordinator, Mayan Alcordo Solomon.
Thank you very much, Past President Emmy Casalona. But before that, I think we missed the pictorial. Tope, can we have the group picture, our first pictorial after the introduction para kompleto pata? Kompleto. So please open your video if you can open. Okay, on the count of 3.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Tope. Today, November 8, marks the first meeting for November, and November happens to be the Rotary Foundation month. And it is but fitting that our resource speaker will speak about polio, one of the programs in the Rotary Foundation. And we're just so blessed that I think three of our family members are all privy or are all knowledgeable with regards to the foundation earlier mentioned, ARRFC, which stands for Assistant Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator, past District Governor Yumi Espina, our resource speaker, and yours truly. So in our midst, we would like to tap our assets, so to speak. But before that, we would like to play this video on 5 steps to end polio. Tope?
This is a story of historic progress, a story that doesn't exist without you. Our unifying effort in 3 decades of action demonstrates our commitment and endurance. And our progress thus far shows that a polio-free world is achievable. Individuals, clubs, partners, and governments share a collective vision to improve the health of every single child. We've eliminated polio in some of the most difficult places, overcoming obstacles and navigating complex issues. Our successes prove that polio will be eradicated, and while ending a global disease is not easy, as Rotary, we don't give up. We'll continue our fight until each child is protected. This isn't possible without you. So stay involved, keep pushing forward, engage your clubs and communities. Start a social media conversation and increase visibility on the importance of this global effort. Hold events and fundraisers on World Polio Day and throughout the year. Advocate to governments about the importance of supporting polio eradication. Make a contribution and invest in one of the largest health initiatives ever. Be a character in our story. Be the solution to our challenge. It's because of each and every one of you that we will improve our future by making polio a disease of the past. Eradication is possible. So let's keep our promise.
So to know more on how we should keep our promise, it is my privilege to introduce an old friend. Not because he's older than me, which is not, but because I'm older than him. And I just have to mention on how we first met. So with due respect to the beautiful spouse, Krit Krit, we met years before you met your husband. We met years when he was still in elementary, nakapuruntong pa yan. And then in high school, way back in 1983, where he graduated at the Sacred Heart School for Boys. Boys pa yung Sacred Heart Ateneo, which is Ateneo now. So I've met him before. He's one of the good buddies of my brother, Peter. So Gingging knows Peter also. So Peter and Alain are birds of the same feathers. So let me say that this person was really a good boy. The dad whom I fondly called Tito Oski, we were also in the JC family because my dad then was with JC's. So he has been involved also with JC's aside from Rotary. He is one of the most respected surgeons, not only in Cebu, but in the Philippines. Having graduated from Cebu Doctors University of Medicine in 1982. 4 years of experience and specialization in plastic, reconstructive, and aesthetic surgery from the Makati Medical Center, Rizal Medical Center, UER-MMMC, Veterans Memorial Medical Center, to name a few. And with years of further studies in Duke University, Norfolk, Virginia, Bangkok, Singapore, San Francisco, Taiwan, Hong Kong, to name a few. He is married again. I mentioned her earlier, to the beautiful Dr. Senerpida, who is a pediatrician by profession, and they are blessed with 3 children, all angels, all named after angels, Miguel, Gabriel, and Rafael. He was our club president during Rotary year 2018-2019 with the theme, Be an Inspiration, and has served the district as assistant governor and currently our district polio coordinator. Fellow Rotarian, please give a big virtual applause to our family member with pride, district polio coordinator, Dr. Alain Senerpida.
Thank you very much. Grabe ang introduction da. Ako katingog nga to, bang. Anyway, good evening, protocoler.
Ano ang polio? Ang polio o poliomyelitis ay isang nakakahawang sakit na tumatama sa nervous system. Mga batang edad 5 pababa ang kalimitang tinatamaan ng sakit na ito. Ang poliovirus na matatagpuan sa dumi ng tao ang sanhi nito. Paano nakakapasok ang poliovirus sa katawan? Kalimitang nakukuha ang virus sa pagsubo ng bagay na may fecal matter o dumi ng tao. Ibig sabihin, dumadaan ang virus sa bibig. Bagamat bihira, maaari ring makuha ang poliovirus mula sa laway galing sa pagbahin o pag-ubo. Ano ang sintomas ng polio? Kasama sa mga unang sintomas ng polio ang lagnat, madaling pagkapagod o fatigue, pananakit ng ulo, paninigas ng leeg o stiff neck, at ang biglaang panghihina ng braso at binti. Sa mga malulubhang kaso, umaatake ang virus sa utak at spinal cord. Ang malulubhang kaso ng polio ay maaaring magdulot ng pagkalumpo o paralysis o kamatayan. Ito ay dahil tinatamaan ng poliovirus ang mga selula o cells na kailangan sa pagkilos ng mga kalamnan, kabilang na ang mga kalamnan na kailangan ng katawan upang huminga. Mayroon ding tinatawag na vaccine-derived poliovirus. May isang tipo kasi ng bakuna laban sa polio na naglalaman ng mahinang strain ng poliovirus upang masimula ng isang immune response sa katawan. Nailalabas ang mahinang strain na ito sa pamamagitan ng pagdumi, ngunit kung mababa ang nibel ng pagpapabakuna sa isang komunidad, maaaring kumalat ang virus sa iba. Ayon sa Department of Health at World Health Organization, ang pinakamabisang paraan upang maiwasan ang polio ay ang pagpapabakuna at ang paglilinis ng komunidad. 3 doses ng oral polio vaccine at 1 doses ng injected polio vaccine ang kinakailangan upang makumpleto ang pagpapabakuna kontra polio. Ayon sa DOH at sa Coalition for People's Right to Health, isang sanhi ng mababang nibel ng pagpapabakuna sa bansa ang vaccine hesitancy na nagmula pa sa issue ng Dengvaxia noong 2017. Payo ng DOH, pabakunahan ang mga anak ng tamang dosis ng oral at injected polio vaccine. Kumonsulta sa pediatrician at alamin agad kung kailan dapat pabakunahan ang anak. Siguraduhin ding malinis ang paligid dahil nagmumula ang poliovirus sa dumi. Maghugas lagi ng kamay bago kumain upang maiwasan ang pagpasok hindi lamang ng poliovirus, kundi pati ng iba pang virus sa katawan. Halos 2 dekada ng polio-free ang Pilipinas. Sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa mga paalala, matitiyak nating mananatili ito. Ano ang polio?
So to summarize the video, first, we have 5 facts for polio. Polio mainly affects children under the age of 5. Second, there is no cure. So in order to prevent the polio, they need vaccine. So there are only 2 countries remaining now which are endemic with polio. They are Pakistan and Afghanistan. So we've reduced cases by 99.9% since the year of 1988. So until we end polio forever, every child in the world is at risk. So the Rotary's priority is to end polio now. And of course, together we will fulfill our promise to the children to make the world polio-free. So this is a promise that we should keep. Now, next is progress in polio eradication. Remember in 1979, polio was eradicated in the US, and Rotary's polio eradication campaign began in the Philippines by our Rotary International President, Matt Caparas. Before I continue, Te, can I ask you to play the video of Matt Caparas?
We are here to mark the beginning, a very small beginning, of what we hope will be a great thing. The total eradication from the face of the earth of a dreaded disease, poliomyelitis. Great things always have a small beginning. When Paul Harris founded Rotary almost 75 years ago, there were just 4 people. And yet, that organization which he founded has now flourished to cover 153 countries. It is our hope that in this small beginning, we would have, as I said, the great thing, the eradication of one of the scourges of mankind.
Thank you, Pat. So if I may continue. Okay. So as you know, in 1985, there are around 350,000 polio cases that were documented in 123 countries worldwide. So that's how plenty the polio cases were during the time. So now, in June of 30, this year of 2021, there are only 2 countries with polio virus, 2 world polio virus cases, one in Afghanistan and one in Pakistan. And there were 40 vaccine-derived polio virus cases in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Africa. And to date, October 1 or up to this November 8 of 2021, there are 2 countries that are still prevalent with polio virus. So that's Afghanistan and Pakistan. So far, these are the 2 countries with only 1 reported cases per country. So we are actually there, almost there in ending polio. So we have made progress in ending polio now. So we made India polio-free in the year of 2014. and Africa polio-free in the year of 2020. As you can see in the black and white picture, that's Rotary International President James Barnes giving a polio vaccine to a Filipino child, no? So that's the first Filipino child given the polio vaccine. So what needs to be done?
Lane, there's no slide. There's no
you cannot see
slide.
the slide?
There's no slide. Nothing
wait.
appears. Oo.
Let me see. I actually am sharing.
But the slide did not appear. You may want to go back to the endemic countries. The second slide of the endemic countries, that one. You spoke about that. The third slide, that one.
Yeah. Can you see this now?
Yes, yes.
That one better. Can you see the slides, not the speaker's slides? That's okay?
That's okay na, Lane. We see everything.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. So many di man taanad aning virtual. Anyway, going back, progress in polio eradication, June 30th of this year of 2021, there are two countries with documented world polio vaccine virus. That is in Afghanistan and Pakistan. So there are also documented 40 vaccine-derived poliovirus cases in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Africa. So in the slides, that's October 1, 2021, but today is November 8, 2021. So far, there are still only one case of wild poliovirus in Afghanistan and one in Pakistan. So far it's being controlled. I hope there won't be any outbreak. So cross our fingers. Next is we have actually made progress in Rotary in ending polio. So in India, they are polio-free since 2014. And Africa was made polio-free by us in the year 2020. So below that, going back to the picture, the black and white, that's Rotary International President James Barnes giving the first polio vaccine to a Filipino child. So what needs to be done in ending polio? There are two ways. One is raising awareness, and the other is raising funds. So this is raising awareness in ending polio. One may share on social media. It might be a video or pictures or whatever you want, no, for awareness. Then one may also do one may contact the local media about the club's efforts, like what are our projects in ending polio or what are our fundraisings. And one may also share some contents like videos, web stories, like for example, a story of a polio survivor with the networks, and holding an event for World Polio Day. Of course, I think we did that. World Polio Day was last October 24, last month of 2021, and there were a lot of happenings happening that was during that day. One was I run or walk to end polio. Some were doing a missions. Some were doing a walk and with a big banner of ending polio. So there were a lot of stuff. Some were doing in another district, some were doing a Art for a Cause fundraising during World Polio Day. Raising awareness, as you can see, our past Rotary International President, Holger Kanak, and our Rotary International President-elect, Jennifer Jones, wearing the End Polio shirt, the red one, which is the official one. And they're wearing it and with the End Polio at the back with the LED screen and everybody cheering. It's another way of awareness for ending polio. So here in our district, our very own district governor, Ana Bumagat. As you can see, she's going to ride the bike. She's also going to, last year she joined the Ride to End Polio. And this year she intends also to join the Ride to End Polio together with spouse Troy Bumagat. And as you can see on the next picture, there's our past President Ken Sulay with past President Tini, with Butch, Kilmako, and the Rotaractors. This happened during his year as president, wherein there was a walk for polio. So they attended, and it ended in Cebu Puente Rotonda. And then also another one for raising awareness is pictures for people of action. Like there, as you can see, Rotaractor Shivi giving a vaccine, and with the sign of Together We End Polio. And of course, look at our End Polio Now coordinator, past district governor, Mayan Alcordo Solomon. Look at the picture. She's giving a vaccine to a child, when that was still during the pre-pandemic times. So as you can see, kay si Gov mo hatag sa vaccine, nindot kay Goan Forma. The next picture is that was a awareness campaign wherein our Siko Tupe is there, past President Dina, our governor, district governor-elect Lilo is there, our past President Marina, with our that's the mascot for the End Polio, for Bakuna. That happened in Department of Health. So another way of raising awareness is, of course, billboards, LED screens, and of course, these are our pictures of our advocacy in our Rotary Club of Cebu Fuentes. We have tarps of End Polio and our LED. As you can see, those riding on the bikes is a Rotary Club of Cebu. That was last year with the Ride to End Polio, an awareness. And of course, below you can see, that is the World Dome of MOA in SM. That's the End Polio Now sign, and it happened again. They have that dome again last World Polio Day, October 24, 2021. So as to our End Polio Now activities for the district of 3860, there are 4 that we actually have on the line. Actually, 2 of these were already done. I run or walk to End Polio Now Season 2, which happened on the day of World Polio Day, October 24. And there were a lot. Our president, life-changing President Burns Amango, ran for World Polio Day. Nindot kay sa tanaw na to, yung pictures with the Apple Watch. And then next is the End Polio Now awareness in partnership with our Robinson's Mall. Actually, you can see the tarpaulin in Cybergate and in Robinson's Puente, and also in Robinson's Galleria. I took pictures of them. I just was not able to put them in the slides. But these tarps are going to be taken out November 15 of this month. So napani sila dito ang atong banners. Next is the auction to End Polio Now, which will happen on March next year. And then the upcoming Rotary Days of Service, the End Polio Now Ride 2021, which is going to happen on November 19 to 21. I think some of our members here are going to join that. And of course, this is another awareness. See, we have international celebrities, posing for this. We are this close to End Polio. As you can see, there's Jackie Chan, napil pa si Manny Pacquiao, pero wala na siya vote for me, nakabutang dia, ha? So look, we have also local celebrities. See, we have Vilma Santos, we have Mayor Richard Gomez, of course, Matteo Godicelli. Soon we will have Richard Yap. We'll also have Congresswoman Lucy Torres to join here in our we are this close to End Polio. And this, look at this. This is our district governors for Zone 10A. No, look at them smiling and wearing the end polio and making the sign, but we are this close. And of course, sa may magpag-iwit, kami mga end polio now coordinator for the districts of Zone 10A. These are all the zone coordinators of Zone 10A. So, one thing ay wala lang diri ang atong end polio now coordinator di ay wala na to nabutang si Governor May Ana Alpardo Solomon. It would have been nice. So next, this is how a polio victim would be looked upon. So look at them, no, luoy kayo tanawon. The one on the right, you can see that child cannot stand up. So as you can see, mura siyag iro taon maglakaw. That child cannot stand up because of the defect in polio. Better pa ng isa kay makasungkod pa. And the one on the left is a victim from India, no? And the right is from Africa. So we have to actually really fight that we want to end polio. That's why we need to have awareness and we need to have some funding for this. So we don't want our children or our apo to look like this, of course, no? Or our friend's child, no? So let us all end polio. So as you can see, smallpox has been eradicated. So next, our main target is polio. So we want to eradicate polio, and let's keep our promise to the children of the world. We are Rotary, and instead of I want to end polio, I would say to you all, let us all end polio. We want to end polio, no? So there are 5 reasons why we must eradicate polio. First is to improve their lives. Of course, as you can see in the last picture, it's not easy for them, no? So we want their lives to improve so that they can also work, they can also be a Rotarian, no? Next is to invest in the future. Remember, these children are our futures. They may be presidents, they may be future district governors, they may be future Rotarians in our club and all sort, no? The third is to improve their health also, to improve the child health. Of course, we must address that because that is very important, no? The fourth is to lower the healthcare costs. Imagine that if a child having polio, the healthcare cost goes up. So it's not easy, no? Mag-rehab. Some orthopedic surgeons are doing surgeries for polio, but still, there is still that defect and their problem in their gait or in their locomotion. It is really, really different, no? And lastly is we want to make history. We want to eradicate polio, no? Di natagaran mo balik ni siya. So funding is very crucial in eradicating polio. So why is funding very crucial? Because we need to immunize more than 400 million children against polio every year. And we want to improve the disease surveillance systems in order that polio virus will be detected in the person or in the environment. And lastly, we will be hiring more than 150,000 health workers who are going door to door to find these children. So as you know, our donation will save lives and give children a chance for a healthy future. Of course, as you can see, to triple your impact, this is a simple way of seeing where our donation or where the funds of Rotary are going. So for example, if you're going to give $10 or in this slide, $25 US, your $25 US will be matched by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation with $50. So in total, that is $75. So these $75 can already purchase the 150 high viability vests to help identify health workers so they can administer the vaccine safely. So why do they need the vest? Remind you, in Pakistan and Afghanistan, these countries are a country of war. So in order for these health workers, dili sila mapusil. So they need to have the vest so that they can be identified. No? And 75 vaccine carriers to keep the polio vaccine cool and effective. Ilang sudlanan sa vaccine. So adto na punta tong 75. So daghan na tayo matabangan. And 600 purple markers which are placed in the pinky of the children. So these are all purchased. So that's where our money will go. So how do we help? So let us learn, share, and donate. So going back to our citations, our district has already given 20% of our district designated fund to polio, which is amounting to around 43 or 43,000 plus US dollars. It's already given. Our Zone 10A and polio coordinator already knows that. So our district 3860 we gave already our DDF. Next, of course, there will be individuals giving funds to polio, not necessarily the club. Like President Emmy want to give 1,000 US dollars, no? He will be given a recognition pin. So these are the ranges, no? If one may give a 1,000 up to 9,999 US dollars, a recognition pin is given. And if 10,000 up to 49,000 plus, a recognition pin and a plaque. So if one will give $50,000 up and going up, a recognition pin and a plaque is also given. Now, as you can see below, there's the Polio Plus Society. This is a district program and which has approved already, been approved by GovRees last year. And this year, our district commodore is also inviting Rotarians who wants to be members to the society, and you should agree to give $100 US per year. So this is to help eradicate polio. No, the member will be given a pin, a Polio Plus pin. But next year, there will be no more pin because the pin is only given once. But of course, we should give a $100 US every year. So this is actually different from the Paul Harris Society. No, Paul Harris Society is different. Kay 1,000 US may hatag, but for the Polio Plus Society is $100 US every year. So I hope some of our Rotarian members here would want to be members. Please let me know or tell our President Burns, because we will be giving you forms, and there will be we will be doing induction for this. So next, reviewing for the district awards. I hope we will have 100% all members giving at least $10 to polio. This is like array. We already achieved our array, and the district is also challenging the clubs to be 100% all members giving at least $10 to polio. So I hope we can do this. I already gave my $10, which Burns can already include that. If anybody wants to do so, let our treasurer and President Burns know your intent. No, but I do hope we will reach 100%. No, there are also special events donation of at least $10, which happened already last October with our Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta's birthday, which happened on October 14. we got around 200 plus Rotarians giving $10. Some were giving 25, some were giving 20 US dollars at a minimum of 10. No? So of course, this month, November 2021, our trustee chair is going to have his birthday by the person of PRIP John Germ. So we will be having that again. Wherein the whole district or the president, the district officers are gonna give $10. Of course, our district governor's birthday, which will be happening on June, we will be preempting it. So we will have another special events donation during the time, because we will be doing it in June because district governor Anna's birthday is on July. So before her term will end, we will have this last hurrah of special events donation. Of course, we don't want to forget Rotary's 170th birthday, which is going to happen next year on February 23, 2022. So this is just to review that we have achieved our district goals of contributing $200 US dollars to Polio Plus. And of course, we have also achieved our Rotary International Challenge, no? 1,500. We already have 1,900 plus US dollars. But I don't know how much it is now. So how much is it now na Press Burns?
The last update was still at 1,900 plus.
Yeah. So, but actually we achieved it already. So that's good. So, and then lastly, I hope some of our members will become a Polio Plus society. So I'm just appealing if anybody would want. We have already charter members in Polio Plus. Our very own End Polio Now coordinator of Zone 10A, Pasig Governor Mayan, me, myself, Ricky Andres is also a charter member. AG Maricel is also a charter member. And I think past President Ken. And I think Yumi is also included. So we are only 6 in our club. So I hope some of our past president and Rotarians and officers will join the Polio Plus Society. We will hear from you guys later, no? Next is, I would like to go back with the auction to end polio now. Let me just explain that this will happen on March 2022. And we actually got Kenneth Kabumpoy, who is a world-renowned furniture maker. And he is giving actually 3. Imagine that 3, and it is free, ha? Wala kang nagbayad. Gihatag niya libre. And then we're auctioning the furnitures. And then we will be having some fundraising for this, no? Of course, past President Pete Delantar, wherein his furnitures are sustainable material. And 2 of his furnitures, which one in Geneva, he's also giving it to us for auction. We have also some paintings in Tacloban, which are going to be auctioned by a famous painter in Tacloban. So we will be giving some details for this for everybody. Mind you, we have opened this auction to the other districts because the other districts are very excited to join our auction because of our furniture from Kenneth Kabumpoy. So they are very excited. So of course, for our End Polio Now ride, which is happening on November 19 to 21. And this on the right side is our pledge form. This ride is actually open not only to Rotarians. So those, if you have friends who wants to join, or those who are not joining the ride, you may give this pledge form. They might want to help any amount they want. So I will be giving this to our president, Burns Amago. So if you have anyone who wants to donate, who are not Rotarians, please get it from him, no? So last, this is my second to the last slide. I just want to remind that this is our End Polio shirt. This for this year, this is the design with at the back, which is the People of Action. This is just for our new members. For those who have this shirt, you don't need to buy. But for those new members who doesn't have, you may want to buy because this shirt is used for our official district and club activities. So I hope you will get one. And I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity speaking in our club for our polio activities and of course for raising funds and some updates. And of course, as you will know, Tupe, please can you show the video for Future of the World, and that will be the last.
I am the future of the world. I am the hope of my nation. I am tomorrow's people. I am the new inspiration. And we've got a song to sing to you. We've got a message to bring to you. Please let there be for you and for me a tomorrow. Tomorrow. If we all can agree, there'll be sweet harmony. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. And we all will be there. Coca-Cola to share. Feeling so real and so true. Feeling so real and so true. Promise us tomorrow. And we'll build a better world for you.
Thank you again and good evening.
Thank you very much, Past President and District Polio Coordinator Alain Senerpida, for your thorough presentation. Again,
Di marinig si Emmy.
may I call on Past District Governor Mayan Solomon to moderate the question and answer portion.
Thank you very much again, Past President Emmy, and thank you, congratulations, District Polio Coordinator Alain, for the informative, can you hear me, and comprehensive presentation. Can you hear me, Alain? Parang hindi marinig ni Alain. Anyway, before Tope puts us side by side with Doc Alain, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the following who were not around when our Rotarian Eman introduced everybody. We have Past President Dave Karamihan. Please do not be alarmed that his photo is of Agamulak. Dave, we have a new style. You're supposed to open your screen and greet everyone. So you will be spotlighted. So say something, my dear. You're muted.
Hi.
Okay. So they will now see the difference between Agamulak and Dave Karamihan. Okay, thank you, Dave. Now we'd also like to say hello to our past president, Sol Pasion. Sol?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Sorry, I was late.
No, it's okay. I saw you come in time for the presentation. We also have our past district trainer, Dick Barba. Dick? Dick, I saw you. Dick? Okay, we'll come back. Oh, there you're there. Open your slide. Open your screen. Dick? I'll come back to you, ha, pag-ilis sa kadali. Next is, we have past Assistant Governor Jesse Baring.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hi. Modulated voice. Hello, past Assistant Governor Jesse Baring. We now would like to call on our Secretary and President nominee, Jomar Ponce.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
We don't see you. There you are. Thank you, Jomar. We also have our auditor, Patrick Yared. Patrick?
Good evening, everyone.
We don't see you. Hello, we don't see you, Patrick.
Yes, I'm sorry. I cannot put on my
Okay, all right. Okay. Now we'd also like to welcome our Rotar actors who came in later. Our Rotar Act Club of Cebu Fuente Community-Based President, Jacob Dolino. Jacob. Jacob. You're not there. We have also Kiara Largo. Kiara.
Hello, good
Okay.
evening, Tita Gov.
Hello, you cannot open your screen.
No, I cannot, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. Earlier, part of the intro, he was introduced, but we did not see him open your screen. Can you open your screen? Rotaract Club of Cebu Fuente University of the Visayas President, Arwin. Arwin, can you open your screen and say hello, or you can't open your screen?
Hello, good evening, Tita Gov. My camera is not working.
Okay, you look good with your screenshot though. How about Dick? District trainer Dick. Are you ready to open your screen?
Gov, I am not ready to open my screen, Gov.
Okay, you're excused. But this is like just a prelude for this month of November, suggested by Governor Ana. Given that during normal times we have face-to-face meeting, in this virtual platform, at least we can have a screen-to-screen meeting, so we get to see each other. So for our next meeting, you will have to be opening your screen once you will be introduced. We will do live introduction then. So now, Tope, we're ready for the Q&A. So I can be placed side by side with our resource speaker, District Polio Coordinator Alain. There you go. So we're open now for questions that you'd like to throw to District Polio Coordinator Alain. Anyone?
Yeah,
Maybe
Gov, I forgot the IC. Perniging is also a charter member of the Polio
all
Plus
right.
Society.
Okay, so if anyway, June Torres, our past president June is here. Maybe he can recap later on the charter members of the Polio Plus Society of our club. So that will be in the later part. That will give time for June to summarize the Polio Plus Society charter members of our Rotary Club. So who'd like to throw the first question? Anyone?
Past President Dave is raising his hand.
Yeah, Dave.
Okay, Dave. Dave, yes, please, Dave, you're recognized.
Yeah, good evening. Regarding the End Polio ride, there will be 3 of us who will be joining. We have already submitted one donation for the End Polio drive, which is $100. I think that was deposited by past President June Torres already. So there are 2 other riders, non-Rotarian riders, who will be with me. So we submitted the one donation because we know we're not going to finish the ride. We cannot. It's impossible. It's so hard. But even if we cannot finish it, we've already pushed through with the donation. As for the other 2, I don't know if they can finish it. Like we said, for as long as the pickup can do the trail, so we will be able to make it because we'll probably be riding the pickup part of the way. So
And
there are
bringing the
still
bike.
2 who are open for donations. Yeah, and bring
Thank
the
you,
bike.
Dave.
So we will
That's
try
good
our
news.
best. We will try our best.
That's
Yeah.
good news. By
Okay,
the way,
that's it.
thank you very much. Our Rotarian Cedric owns a bike shop. Maybe he can also promote the bike ride to his friends, non-Rotarian. Cedric, maybe you'd like to promote your bike shop as well, given this opportunity, and likewise extend our bike ride to your friends in the biking industry circle. Cedric?
Yeah, sure, Tita. We can help you promote. In fact, if we have a layout for the any advertisement, we can post that in our shop also, and also we have contacts to biking groups we can also ask them to join this activity.
There you go. Doc Alain, we have our Rotarian Cedric, and who knows, because of the bike ride, then we have potential Rotarians who will be recruited by Cedric himself. Pitch for membership, right? So
sure, Doc. I can coordinate with, if I may, I can coordinate with you and link you to these biking groups. We have plenty of biking groups who will be coming to our shop from time to time.
So Alain, there you go. The opportunity is there, Doc Alain.
Yeah.
And he can also tap our TRF club chair, who is no less than IPP Emmy, to work with you for this, for the promotion. At the same time, our club service chair, Jason Ong.
Yeah.
All right. So these are the officers whom you will work with for this activity, the club service and the TRF chair. Any other comments or?
My question is
Question.
for past President Dave, actually. Past President
Okay.
Dave, how many kilometers do you intend to finish?
Or how many? Ang iyang auto, how many?
The ride I think is for 300 kilometers, 4,000 meters elevation.
Yeah. Do you know the
3
route?
days. So day one, yeah, I have the route already. Day
Okay,
one
good.
is from
San Fernando.
Cebu
They will start in
Capitol, if
San
I may,
Fernando.
no? Cebu Capitol, going south to San Fernando, going up to Balingag, then to Lamak in Pinamungahan, then to Lutopan, Manipis, Campus 7, going to Sudlon, Trans Central Highway, then end up in Tap-Tap.
Tap-Tap.
No?
Wow.
Not down, Tap-Tap at the top. Then day 2, it's in Tap-Tap. You go to there's a mountain route going to Santican. That's near Cebu Safari already. That's day 2. Day 3, the last day, would be Santican near Cebu Safari, going down to Carmen, then down to Danao, Compostela, Liloan, all the way to Cebu Capitol to end the route. Now we intend to join. This will start November 19. We will join day 1 all the way to until where it can take us. Day 2 we will skip day 2 because I don't think we can do day 2. So we will go to Santican to join day 3. Syempre, so we can pass through Capitol and make it look like that we did the 3 days. You have the option to go 3 days or just pick day 1, day 2, day 3, or day 1 and 3 or something like that. So the route is set already. I tried the Santican to Cebu Capitol. I've done, or almost from Cebu Safari. All the others I haven't done yet. The Manipis I have done also, but not from Pinamungahan. So we don't know. We had a 135-kilometer training ride the other Saturday. So if it's a 300-kilometer ride, at least I can do 100 of the 300 kilometers.
I asked past President Dave, I am pledging 10 pesos for every kilometer that you will finish.
Ay, challenge.
Ouch. 10 pesos for every kilometer.
That you will finish past
every kilometer. Does that include the kilometer of the pickup? No, the bike lang.
That's the bike, past President Dave.
Okay, I'll have Saba as the evidence.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Burns. Any other comment or suggestion? Doc Alain, maybe you'd like to emphasize on donations to Polio Plus Society and where it can be credited on the points.
Yeah. If you give the Polio Plus Society, the points will be credited to your Paul Harris fellow points. So ma-appeal na siya gihap kay since it's also into the Rotary Foundation, although we just indicated there that you are donating it to Polio Plus. So automatic na siya, even though not only 100, even though if you give a $10 or all of these are going to the TRF Foundation. So automatic na agad siya points. So it adds to your Paul Harris fellow points. So for the new members, go so that they will know if they want to donate, bisa ginagmay, at least it adds to their points.
It adds. Actually, our annual dues include the $100 already for the annual giving. That's why we're an array club, meaning every Rotarian every year.
Yes.
So if we contribute additional $100 for Polio Plus Society, it will be added to your Paul Harris fellow points.
Yeah.
So that is clarified. Because we have Rotar actors here, Doc Alain, would you like to let them know how they can get involved?
Yeah, they can actually, our trust in Rotary is we actually include always in all our activities Rotar actors. I have already in our activities, I have contacted, I think Louis knows, Louis is here. Even our district officers like JN and Shivi. And for the other characters, you are actually very, you are most welcome to join the activities for our End Polio Drive, like awareness and in fact for fundraising, you can also help us. In fact, they can do that, diba, Gov, the fundraising.
Actually, from their level, they have been already encouraged by the MDIO, Multi-District Pilipinas Rotaract Group, the Rotaract Group, to donate at least $1.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy that in our club, I mean in our Rotary family, JN and Shivi have already donated each $10. But we do not want to impose the $10 to our Rotar actors. What I have been telling them is, since they can afford to buy a commercial coffee or a commercial bubble tea that costs around 200 pesos, they can save at least 2 glasses or 4 glasses for that matter and donate that equivalent, that's about $4 to polio. We're talking about in a year spread. So maybe we'd like to hear, if they don't mind my calling them. I see Jacob here, who's the president of San Carlos. Jacob,
Before you continue, I just want to inform, and then so that you will also be happy as the End Polio Now coordinator for Zone 10A.
Yes.
President Louis deposited already 10,380 pesos for the Polio Plus.
Wow, this is for the entire club, correct? I
Yes,
think this is the piso para polio.
Yes.
Yes, and likewise, both of us, we attended the launch of their Bukas Handog for the 12 days of Christmas, and a beautiful story, Leo story about polio, which they will video. We have a project now with Louis, with their club, so I can submit it to RI, to the senior leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
make your proud mama, Gov. Make your proud
yeah,
mama.
MYMP, make your mama proud. That's our time. Make your mama proud. So maybe we'll go back to our Rotar actors. Jacob, would you like to say something on what has been told at your level sa Rotar Act in giving to polio? Wala si Jacob. Jacob, you're not here. Jacob was supposed to represent San Carlos. Maybe we'll ask Arwin. Arwin, are you still around? Wala, nangahawa naman siguro sila. Nahadlok sila tawagon.
Yes.
I don't see them.
But we have
Maricel is
questions
raising
from
her
Yeah,
hand.
Sel, you raise your hand, Sel.
Yes, I did. I'm very pleased to inform you that our two new members, Alfie and Earl, have already completed, given their $100 for.
Oh, for polio plus. Oh wow!
They already are fully paid.
Oh my goodness! This is a challenge for our old members. Old in not in terms of age, but old in terms of Rotary age.
And
So
Glenn
thank
is
you.
and Glenn, by the way, is also halfway there.
Yes. Wow. So this is actually the Polio Plus Society is to be paid annually until polio is eradicated.
Yeah.
And if we
So-
follow the timeline, we're looking at 2026, the earliest,
Yeah.
2028, the
2028.
latest.
Yeah.
So at least there is an end. Ang Paul Harris Society is until you die, until you pass.
Yeah.
So you keep on giving $1,000 until we pass. So those society members like Doc Alain, myself, Kendrick, and Gobyumi, and Folly, and past President June Torres. So we have committed giving until we passed.
Past President Sol was raising her hand.
Yeah, past President Sol.
Dave?
Si Sol nag-raise
Aga.
po sa hand, Gov.
Si Sol?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I just want
Sol?
to ask.
Dave. Okay, yes, Dave.
Yes.
Excuse me, for the information also of the body.
Dave, go ahead, Dave. You're recognized. Unmute yourself, Dave, please. And after Dave, we'll call on Sol.
Yes. Regarding
Okay.
regarding the Paul Harris and Polio Society, that's different from Paul Harris Society, right?
Right.
Now,
Yes.
if, for example, you have already given for the end polio, then if you're going to fulfill your commitment for Paul Harris Society, can we allocate our $1,000 contribution to the Paul Harris Society all or part to end polio? Is that possible?
You want to answer that, Doc Alain, or you want me to answer it?
Actually, pwede na gid siya mo allocate sila, Gov, as long as it's when you pay, it's indicated there in the payment. Diba? That's what the district governors will usually say, Gov.
Yeah.
For clarification, what Dave was asking, if you're a Paul Harris Society
Yeah.
member, that's a commitment of $1,000 every year.
Every year, right?
You cannot remove $100 to transfer to Polio Plus Society. Fix ang $1,000 if you are a society member. So it's $1,000 for Paul Harris Society and $100 for Polio Plus Society. However, if you are a Paul Harris fellow ka pa ha, you're a fellow, you can split your contribution, $900 for Paul Harris fellow and $100 for Polio Plus Society. That's
It's
the
only
difference.
the Paul Harris fellow, okay?
Yeah, it's only the fellow that can be split.
My question is, if you want to fulfill, you give $100 for
Polio
your commitment
Plus.
for End Polio Society, then you are to
Polio Plus Society, you
End
mean?
Polio Plus. Then you want to fulfill likewise your commitment for the Polio Society, which is $1,000. Now, if say for example, the $1,000 that you donate, you allocate another $100 or $200 in whole or in part to end polio, but still be credited as your contribution to the Paul Harris Society, meaning to say you will contribute $1,100 all in all. It's just that the $1,000 part of it is allocated for end polio. Is that possible to be able to fulfill your commitment with Paul Harris Society and Polio Society as well?
No, you have to split your contribution to the Polio Plus Society. It has to be separate. However, your contribution as Paul Harris Society member can be all allocated to Polio Fund, not the society. Polio Fund.
Polio
So I think
Fund.
that's what, Polio Fund, not the society. Society,
Polio Fund.
yeah, Polio Fund, yes. You can, like me, I give my $1,000 to the Polio Fund, and I have separate 100 for the society.
Different yun siyang society.
Now, my
President Dave.
yeah, okay, I got that. But what is the implication as to, let's say, because the Paul
Major
Harris,
donor?
the $1,000 contribution to Paul Harris, you will no it can be utilized by the club 3 years down the road in terms of matching grants, right? Now, if you allocated that to end polio fund, would it still be the same? Would that fund be still available 3 years down the road for the club? Not
No,
anymore,
it
right?
will not be. No.
Okay.
That's the
Okay, that's
difference
all I
there.
need to
If,
know.
yeah, if you allocate it to
Yeah,
polio,
okay.
it will not come back in 3 years, only for annual fund. But
All right.
whatever
I
you
understand.
donate to polio earns you points the same, just the same. So,
Okay.
has that been answered?
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. Now we'd like to go to past President Sol. Sol, you are now recognized.
Hi, good evening, Madam. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Madam, I just have a clarification regarding the presentation of Doc Alain. On the first part, he was talking about eradication of polio. So if I remember it right, the polio vaccine is given to infants after 1 month or 2 months from birth.
Doc Alain,
Below, 5 years and below. So
5 years.
ang age range should be 5 years and below.
And below.
I think her question is how soon can a child get a baby?
If I remember it right,
okay.
it is
how
given
soon?
oral, di ba, madam?
Yeah,
OPV, yeah, oo.
OPV.
Sa mga apo natin, di ba? Actually, Frankie already had her OPV.
The earliest actually, past President Sol, is 1 month.
1 month?
1 month,
Pwede
no?
naman, pwede ra, okay. Kung ano man siya, makaswallow na, ana. So, easier na ba? Basta once makakuha ng swallowing.
And then,
yeah, go
how
ahead.
about the booster? May booster siya? May booster? Booster
Yes,
shot?
na 3 doses man yun na siya. Ang third is the booster.
Okay.
So Alain, if we are to come up with the schedule for our apos, I think I know where Sol is coming from for our apos. When should the polio vaccine or booster be given, the OPV? Kailan yun? Ano yung schedule? Would Doc Cri want to answer
will know that? Kana murag din na nakulinya.
Doc Cri, would you want to enlighten us here, Doc Cri? Sorry, you're already this is your specialty.
I think ang ano lang, Doc Alain, dapat kasama siya sa presentation. Should be included in the presentation.
Yeah, okay.
And when the polio vaccine should be given, not just a general 5 years and below. Okay. Noted on that.
Noted. That's
Doc,
nice.
imo na i-add sa imong slide.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sol. Any other questions? That's very good.
Thank you.
Immediate past President Emmy was saying something a while ago.
Yeah, just want to inform the body that past President Dave Karamihan is also part of the Paul Harris Society of our club.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a question, Gov, here on the chat box by Scarlett.
All right.
How can we invite non-rotoractors who would like to donate or contribute or join the activities?
What do you mean, how can we invite?
Yeah,
Because
how
if
can
a lot of their activities are virtual, so they can just share the Zoom link for rotor actors and non-rotor actors and friends to join their Zoom activities. I think that's the easiest way now. Even if our alert levels have been lowered, does not mean they can all go out. We need to
Yeah.
observe safety protocols, and we still want to utilize the platform, the Zoom. So
Yeah.
please do invite non-rotor actors by giving them the Zoom link. You promote your activities. So you're very good in social media. Promote your activities in social media.
and actually they can also invite them to donate if they would want to, because they were asking that if they can donate or contribute or join the activity.
Yes.
Yeah, non-rotor actors actually can join the activities for the end polio awareness.
The good thing with the donations of non-rotor actors, it can be credited to the Rotor Act Club.
True.
So
Yeah.
they can collect and be credited to the Rotor Act Club. Similarly to non-Rotarian, we credit it to our Rotary Club.
Yeah.
So
Just
like we have
yeah.
Rotarians or former Rotarians who
Former.
donate to our club, it is credited to the club. Kasi they don't exist, di ba, in the club. So it's credited to the club. Oh, I think the Rotor actors are back. Louis, are you here, Louis? Wala pa.
Yes,
Okay.
Tita Go. Good
Oh,
evening.
okay.
Sorry, I
Oh, you
can't
may
turn on
want.
my camera.
That's okay, but you may want to share what is encouraged at your level for donations to polio.
Good evening, everyone, to all the Rotarians. So I'd like to share that based on the DRR's trust, the Rotor actors were challenged to give at least $1 for each Rotor actor or member of the Rotaract clubs, and at least 15 or 10 to 15 Rotor actors from that club will be able to give to the said fund of the RI. But in our club, we were able to collect money through our project called Piso to End Polio, which we have donated already just this morning. And we are happy and proud to share to all our dear Rotarians and Rotaractors out there that we have accumulated a total of $204. So Piso can truly go a long way. And yes, and just recently with the support of our Tita Govme and Attorney Ging and Doc Alain, we were able to launch our second book under the Balikhandog project. It is entitled The Leo's First Day. So it is about a story of a 10-year-old boy who is a polio survivor and who started his first adventure yet, which is the first day of school. So that's it, I think, from our club or for the Rotaract clubs in general sa District 3860.
Thank you very much, Louis, for the inspiration. We've never been inspired with your drive, your initiative. So we're learning from you. Your Leo story is something, well, we have our GML staff, here, Emmanuel, we will share with you this book, the story of Leo. He's a polio survivor, written from the point of view from our Rotor actors. Very nice and very touching. So with that, this wraps up our open forum. And Doc Alain, congratulations for a very informative and comprehensive presentation right at your very own club. So you're most welcome and you did a good job. And if you think, what's this, Doc Alain pass, please a thumbs up, virtual thumbs up reaction. Otherwise, there's my thumbs up. Doc Alain passed the grade. So with that, we turn it back to our host, immediate past President Emmy Tesalona. Emmy?
Thank you, past District Governor Mayan, and now District Polio Coordinator Alain Senerpida. May we now request President Burns to present our certificate of appreciation.
Okay, thank you, immediate past President Emmy Tesalona. So on behalf of the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente, I present the Certificate of Appreciation to Dr. Alain Senerpida, District Polio Coordinator, Rotary International District 3860, for his invaluable time and expertise as guest speaker at the 13th Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente General Membership Meeting given this 8th day of November 2021 via Zoom. Signed by Secretary Jose Marie Ponce and your President.
Thank you, Burns. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Burns. Any other reports?
Shall we proceed to the President's time, Mr.
Having none, let's go back to the President for the President's time.
Okay, thank you so much, immediate past President Emmy Tesalona. You're doing a good job. A great job, actually. So, good evening to our Rotarians. First and foremost, allow me to extend my gratitude to the Rotary Club of Cebu Fuente Rotarians, spouses, Rotaract, life-changing presidents, and for your attendance and support, because of which we had a successful governor's visit. My special thanks to Assistant Governor and past President Maricel Amores for guiding and helping me in completing my slides and for agreeing to host the affair. My thanks as well to President-elect Polly and President nominee Jomar for their participation during the program. We have had also our charter anniversary, and I thanked again everyone for your attendance. Most of the male Rotarians met on site and surely had a sumptuous feast over the lechon donated by Assistant Governor Michael Torres. I have not tasted it, but I'm happy to see the RCCF members seated and having fun. Now, I promise to transmit to our past presidents their ring light soonest. At this point, allow me to share the projects which we will hold this November. No specific date yet, but for sure it will be done this November. So the distribution of our flip charts for autism under our Prism for Autism project is currently underway. We've shared the flip charts to other Rotary clubs in the district, in area 1 specifically. I suppose President Eman will also President-elect Eman will also get a copy of their flip charts for their club soonest. Now, also we will distribute the reams of band paper to Parel Elementary School, and then for the Reach Center as part of our Reams for Your Dreams Rewind project. I understand that immediate past President Emmy is currently holding a stock of bond paper reams there in his house, and I hope to dispose it as well within the month, President Emmy. But if we can order one more set for the Paril Elementary School, I will take care of the funding for the said purchase. Now, and lastly, in support of our End Polio campaign, we have the Go Green to End Polio project. So this one is a project intended to hit two goals. One is our conserve or protect the environment area of focus, and as well as the End Polio district goal. So we intend to sell any plants or any seedling, which seedlings we can plant ourselves, or we can plant ourselves. We can find the area for it. We are just currently coordinating with Miss Nelly Chu for the possible supply of the plants. There was a question from the Rotaractors if how non-Rotaractors can help. One way of which is through this project. We will sell the plants. So if there are plantitos and plantitas among your friends, you can share this project. We will provide the publication materials later on. Now, I also received two communications from separate entities. So one is from the Lahog Barangay Captain Michael Pakibot with regard to their daycare rehabilitation. Now, I intend to support the said request. I will share, Topek, if you can make me a co-host so I can share the letter from these entities.
You can share.
So, this one. First this is the letter from the chairman of the Committee on Social Services, but as well as from the barangay captain. I'm sorry, Michael Pakibot is the vice chairman for Committee on Social Services, whereas Honorable Hazel Impleo is the barangay captain. So they're asking for our assistance in terms of their daycare rehabilitation. So they sent me a proposal for their project. The amount that they are asking for, more or less 20,000 pesos. And I'm willing to source the fund for this particular project. I will look for a possible donor, and we will support this request. Then another invitation from Zonta Club of Cebu 2. They will soon mark their 18 days of activism against gender-based violence from November 25 to December 12, 2021. And they will hold a webinar entitled Misogyny, What Does It Look Like? So this will actually relate to our campaign on empowerment of girls, and
Empowerment.
also in relation to peace and conflict, peace and conflict prevention or resolution. So I wish to extend the same courtesy that the Zonta Club of Cebu has extended to us during the time that we were inviting clubs for the attendance of our autism webinars. So if we can also support this webinar, after all, it relates to our advocacy as well on empowerment of girls. So, and also again on the area of focus of peace and conflict resolution. So please mark your calendar on November 30, 2021. It's a Tuesday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's a webinar after all. So if we can just have, if we can rally for the attendance of our RCCF members, well and good. So I hope that you can attend this webinar. Okay, I'll stop the sharing now. So during the project for Lahog on their daycare rehabilitation, we also intend to distribute the medicine that is donated through our Rotarian Tootsie's Parlor. Okay, so we just have to set the date. I'll coordinate closely with our director for community service, Jason Ong, for the possible schedule of the distribution. I really want it as much as possible. We hold our projects one time for or one day for all, so that we minimize the risk of infection. COVID is still real despite the reduction of cases, okay, or the lessening of cases. Yes, AG Maricel, you recognize?
Yes. Aside from the vitamins that she's going to give, also drinks. She'll also be giving drinks for on that day.
Okay, thank you for the additional information.
And another thing, also, President Burns, this was through our district polio chair, no, Alain. Every Saturday they have this cleft palate operation every Saturday, at least five. If we could probably support him, it's already there every Saturday. We can support him for maybe what you call this merienda or something like that. And in any way we can support that, that would be a good project too, because it's going to be all year round.
Okay, so the commitment is just to provide snacks for the volunteer doctors or for the patients?
No, no, not the doctors. For the patients lang, Burns.
Patient.
Okay, and
Five.
how many are we supposed to set aside or at least budget for each weekend?
We will just tell you, kay na may times you only operate on 3 patients, at times you operate 5.
Okay, so I think that's doable. Okay,
Yeah.
see Doc Alain,
So
I
if anybody in our club wants to give something also, like siguro toys or what for the children, or what they can do, no? Or coloring books for that fact, crayons like that.
okay, we'll then disseminate the information for possible donations to this project.
Yeah.
But rest assured, Doc Alain, that we will
Yeah.
support this undertaking.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you for the
our club will not have any problem with the expense na, because na Mabuhay Desiree Foundation is the one shouldering for the labs and everything, and Smile Train is also giving some funds for the surgery and all sorts. So wala na gid tay pagawson nga kwarta.
Okay, so we can prepare already the publication material for this, Doc Alain, as
You
it is
want to,
under
it's
your
okay.
scope.
I already mentioned to Smile Train and to Mabuhay Desiree that our club is going to partner with us, and Arc Hospital already placed their names dito bitaw, Burns. That this is already a cleft care center in
Okay, so
Arc Hospital. Yeah, they have assigned there already.
Doc Alain, if we can ask for the logo so that Tupe can prepare the
Yeah,
PubMat for
sure.
this.
I will give you all the logos.
So and then is there a specific name for the project already, Doc Alain, or
So we can make our own.
our own?
Yeah. So just for the sake of the project. This is
Okay.
actually whole year round, up to next year and all that, because the Society for Philippine College of Surgery is not for missions because of kuan bitaw magtapok mo mga tao.
Okay. So it's a
So
sustainable
mission,
project that we can
Yes.
continue even until the next
yeah.
term then.
Sige na gid siya,
We
continuous
can
na
at
siya.
least even use the name that we used before during a project. Doc Alain, remember?
Did you use
That will depend on the
Palio.
board. Kamo. That
Yeah, but
will
that's
depend on
okay.
the
So maybe
president's
we can
board,
use
right?
that so we can report it as a sustainable project.
Continue.
So we'll if we can
Thank you, Secretary.
I will check the deck then on your governor's visit. So we would know what the name was. Okay, past district governor Mayan, you recognize?
Yes, I just like to remind everyone that in Lahug, we have an existing RCC. This is the Rotary Community Core of Barangay Lahug. In fact, maybe Mike, the one who wrote you the letter, would know about this on how we started. Maricel would know how we started years back and how this grew. Ito yung mga displaced women in MEPSA, and we even donated sewing machine. And for the longest time, Alcordo Advertising has donated the used tarps for them to create recycled bags and everything. And there's a nice story to that, but it was not picked up, where the daughter of Myrna passed the board as a teacher through the income from these recyclable materials, which is really a good story because it happened through our assistance. So maybe we can remember, we just had the RCC caravan that last Saturday. They're encouraging us to activate our RCCs. So this is one way. We have to align it with the district's program on the activation of RCC. So that's just my suggestion. Having attended the recent RCC and the encouragement from no less than past RID, Gilier Tumangan. Second, talking about plant polio. So does this mean, Bern, that I can give the project proposal from Rafi to another club?
Yes.
Because we are now going to get from Nelly Chu. Yes, all right. So I will pass on the proposal from Rafi for the information of everyone. Rafi actually proposed to give us seedlings, not give, to sell seedlings. We're given a retail price to sell seedlings and even mark it up and post it in Lazada the same way they did for JCs. And it can be a fundraising for us. And the place where it was to be planted was an identified area where there are already farmers who will plant and sustain it for us. So I can pass this project to another club or area for that matter. So we had the first choice. I will just give it up for our club because we have our own already.
Okay.
All right.
I will just follow up, President Burns, with the barangay captain here in Lahog regarding the RCC. Okay, so that we could probably hold it in one day, everything.
Okay. Now, on another matter, on behalf of immediate past President Emmy Tesalona, the Rotary Foundation Award Ceremony 2021 will be on November 13, 2021, Saturday at 3 p.m. Our RCCF Rotarians are encouraged, highly, strongly encouraged, okay, to attend this awarding ceremony. Okay, if we can have the attendance of our members for this particular activity of the district. It would also be good if we can show our support for the Rotary Foundation. Okay. The attire would be business for men and dress for ladies. Although since it's a Zoom meeting, it's not really much of an issue, I suppose. Okay. Is there any other matter that you wish to discuss? Everything is open for our members. Rotaractors, do you have any announcement? Maybe Louis can discuss the 12 days of Christmas activity that you are doing? Or do we have Arwen? For the information of everyone, we have already sent the names of the Rotaractors who will avail of the free RPC attendance. Okay, so we are able to send 31 Rotaractors to the said activity because of our 100% registration. Okay. Now, for the December activities, we will, because there was a question posed here by DPC Alain. I will leave that to the December group for now, but I encourage them to now schedule the Christmas party. If we can meet, I would like to I will dare.
May I be recognized, Birds?
Just wait, DPC Alain. If
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can, if I will dare to have a face-to-face Christmas event. Okay, in view of the decision of Gov. To hold only on-site governor's visit, I think we should start practicing face-to-face meeting before January, because she will visit our club again on January. Not a governor's visit anymore, but just a plain visit to the club, just an attendance during our GMM. Okay, so I suppose a good way to start our face-to-face meeting would be during our Christmas party. Yes, Doc Alain, you're recognized.
I'm the December group, but written in your kuan manggod sa December, it was only me. So I don't have any partner.
Yeah.
December, can I have a partner?
Doc Alain, I will ask Stephen to organize the December team so that you will have some contributors as well.
Yeah,
Okay?
because I'm the one in charge for December. That's why I asked for the activities. So
Maybe you could,
if I may, President Burns, December 6th is the Monday and the second is the 13th. Usually in December we only have two, di ba?
So it need not be a Monday if you're going to meet face to face. I think
So it doesn't have to be a Monday,
we have
right?
it. Yes, it may be preferable if we have it on a Friday or a
Or
Saturday,
Saturday.
perhaps, so
Okay.
that everyone can attend without any work to
Can
get.
we ask the group na lang now when they want to have the Christmas party?
But
Because the
it
second
cannot be
Saturday is
4.
December 11.
Cannot be on December 4 because it's ACOM.
Yeah, so December 11 is a Saturday. So rather than having a December 13 meeting, we'll have it on an 11 Saturday.
Look, Alain, there is no conflict in my schedule, and so
The group, what will the
I allow you. Let's just schedule it for the group then. It will be on
Sige.
the we will not have
11,
the
good.
consensus if we will.
Sige. So we'll be having hybrid, ha?
So it will be on December 11 then. Okay,
Hybrid.
it will be blended.
Sige. Do you want to have a meeting on December? One meeting lang and then the other one is a fellowship?
Yeah, that's okay, Doc Alain.
So would you want to have the meeting on the 6th?
We'll have the meeting
Monday?
the 6th just for the preparation for the activity on
For
Christmas
the
Saturday.
party.
activity. Sige, I will set
Yeah.
it lang. Oo.
That's
I have
okay.
to plan. I have to plan the December 11.
Now, during the charter anniversary activity, I went to country club to join the guys there and have requested um, past President Dick Barba and past President Dave Karamihan, and I am yet to talk to past President Radi Abarintos to already constitute the COMELEC. Okay, they have seated in the COMELEC for the past 3-4 years, I suppose, and there should be no reason why they cannot continue their mandate for my term. So I imposed upon them, but they gladly accepted the challenge. So they will continue to be the COMELEC. Also, the reason is because we need to submit to the district already a transition plan for our next year's administration. Okay, so this would be a good time then to select who will become the the president nominee designate, okay, for the next the next 3 years, no, the term after 3 years after. Okay. Any other matter? PDG man is recognized.
Yes, this is about the November meetings, no? So just to summarize, so Emmy and I will already work on this. We have a meeting this coming Monday, correct?
Correct.
Now, what this Saturday is our TRF Awards night. So we will meet on Monday just the same. So
Yes.
November 13 is TRF Awards night. Then we meet on November 15 tentatively. We're going to have ARRFC past District Governor Yumi Espina. We also want to inform everyone, Rotarians new and old, about TRF. Let's go back to basic. What is TRF? Why we give to TRF? What's Paul Harris Fellow? What are all these abbreviations for the benefit, especially of our new Rotarians and better understanding? And then we have November 22 and November 29. Are these dates to be open? Because we put in the global grant. Remember, you wanted a global
The
grant workshop?
wanted the
Yes.
workshop in November.
So when do you want it so we can already program it? And we want to invite Ed Ang to just be there, just to parang facilitate perhaps. We do it, but GovUmi is there, then Ed Ang, who's handling the global grants, can also be there to give us plus and minus.
Okay,
So what date would that be?
PDG man, can we have Ed Ang on the 15th instead?
Okay,
We will
so
have
we want
our workshop to our club so that nobody will feel anxious having or being observed by a district representative. Let's just have Ed Ang on the 15th as well to discuss about the TRF.
So Ed Ang will discuss about
TRF.
TRF.
Yes.
Not Yumi? Not GovYumi?
GovYumi will do the workshop for us.
All right. Okay. So I'll invite. So we exchange. Baliktad ha. GovYumi is ARRFC. Dapat TRF, Higher Authority Workshop, lower level, because GovYumi has an interest in one global grant. So GovYumi should be a participant. That's my take.
He will actually lead us in the workshop, Tita. We will do his grant as basis for our workshop. So anyway, nothing need not be finalized now. So but let's just finalize on the schedule that we can have one on the 15th and another on the 22nd. Okay, but 15 should be a discussion about the RF. 22nd should be about the workshop.
All right. Okay. Emmy, take note.
Okay, and we
15.
will not have any meeting anymore on the 29th.
Okay, no more 29, Emmy. We're full already with our schedule. And likewise, as I already informed everyone, we will be introducing H1 live. And starting Monday, we will also have people participating and reciting the four-way test and object of Rotary live. Especially for the new Rotarians, we will put you already on board. So this is one way of you to be Rotarized as far as programs is concerned. And I just like to
I will decide on that as the programs are being assigned.
Shouldn't the program host have also a call to this, President Burns?
Yes, I
on
agree.
how we should hold
Yeah,
our.
sometimes my concern is actually on the time constraint. It's just the time constraint that I am concerned about. But anyway, it would be good if at times we will have the recitation on site of the
Okay, so just tell us what you want us to do then. We'll just bring in the speakers and whatever. Anyway, my concern is not about the COMLEC looking forward to the DGND. Our concern is next year. Our next year is District Governor-elect Polly Jang. So what are we now? The COMELEC should look into that.
Why should the COMELEC? What will they look into?
No, I mean, it's our concern. He has not been, well, you know how it is now. Who will now decide on police officers, the COMELEC or
No,
Poly?
it should not be the officers that the COMELEC is supposed to elect. After all, it's the president nominee designate. But it has something to do with the officers of Poly because normally our president nominee during his time can either sit as his secretary or his club administrator.
So who's the secretary of Poly? If we have Poly already as PE, who's the SE?
That's something that Poly has to decide on, Tita. For now, that he is not here, I cannot answer it.
That's why we have to have him involved already. It's already almost half of the year. And the clock is ticking. And Governor Lilu, I think, I don't know if Maricel is privy, there's going to call already for a meeting and even a pre-pets. So if we have a pre-pets, that means president-elect and secretary-elect. So who do we have now? This is really something that we cannot just wait when Polly will be. We have to let him be on board already.
Okay, then we'll discuss with Polly, PDG Mayan. Your concern are duly noted and they are really reasonable considering the time constraint. But still, considering that it is still half of the year and I'm not yet done with my administration, just like the same courtesy I gave to President Emmy during his term, I started my plan after after December also. So I think Polly should have enough time to decide on his officers during December during the Christmas break. But we will remind him of his obligations as well, considering his current location now, which is still in Korea. So he may have to find means then to be able to come to the Philippines, okay, in view of his position. Okay, but duly noted on the time constraint and the reminder. Anything else?
President Burns?
Yes.
Can you give me this opportunity? I'd like to invite, I will be selecting, no, actually, but it's open to anyone who would like to join. I would set one Saturday for a workshop, a 2-hour workshop on membership succession and how to go about the membership. And one of them is I chose already Attorney Cedric to be one of them. And I'd encourage also Jason and all the rest, and Polly Jang, and also Jomar to be there. So that, but those, it's open to those who would like to join and get to learn how to go to the Rotary org, how to come up with a report and a survey and all that, so that they will have their turn also as membership. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, AG Maricel. Any other concerns? Okay, if there are no other matters to be discussed, I hereby call this 13th General Membership Meeting adjourned. Fellowship continues.
Yes. See, those who are, Attorney Cedric, ha?
Whiskey
Appeal
na,
ka.
whiskey.
By the way, yes, while everyone is still here, may I remind the officers to please continue your e-learning courses.
Yes.
Part of the district's challenge, so we can comply with it already.
I'm done, attorney, ha?
Thank you, Emmy.
Attorney Burns.
And who's done? I am done already. Si Marina. Who else? Emmy.
I'm done.
Joel.
Past President said.
Oh, you're done also. Si Emmy. Then Burns. Jomar. Tupe.
Wow, 80% na.
80. Uy.
Attorney, pa kay Peter.
Karong gabi ha? Tiwasa. Si Tupe. Mana Tupe, no?
Mana si Tope? Okay na si Tope.
Joel.
Sir Jamal.
Attorney Burns, pa picture taking.
What pipe? Nag-picture taking naman ganyan. Ganyan. But
Picture
anyway,
na
let's
balik.
have one more.
Okay,
Tope, let's have one
1,
more.
2, 3. Smile.
Okay, let's have one more.
Okay, one more. One. Tempa. Karat lang kayo. Wam open ng kon. Wait, wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Smile. There.
Okay. Siguro mag-artista, oy.
Pag po naman asawa, JC.
Kuan ha, kanang
si
I
Sel.
encourage you ha, Jomar, to be there. Si kisa pa. Si Cedric, kanina mo magini akong successor in interest si Cedric. Jomar, we should be there, and then Polly, I will talk to him also, and then would
Patrick.
like to join pa.
Patrick. To join Patrick.
Patrick,
Patrick.
Stephen, sige lang, kay Aligre kayo na. Nakoy ko ano niyo dito.
You would also know how to go through the Rotary Central.
Yes. I will teach you how to check if those are, we are all registered, we're not registered, all that. So, makibawgid mo. Kasi ganahan who would like to learn. I will encourage the new ones also to go there and join.
Make a kapis Joel. Sel.
Ha?
Gusto mo kamanas inyo?
Are, pwede ka mari dire. Ako rin manas inyo. Yung pagkaon, grabe kaayo. Ha? Tangan ka. Utangan ka. Tangan ka. Na si Drake. Okay na si Drake. Ikaw na ikuan ha? Successor in interest. Ako, kuyaw kay ko ha? Kuan ha? Over and beyond ko President Burns ha? Nakoy succession planning ha? Kita ka na? Nakoy succession planning. Wa mo ana. Nagitaan eh. I encourage
Always
also
na every year we are improving.
Of course.
Good na.
Yes, good. Bitaw nila kay atong pan ay.
Trainer pre ha.
Trailblazer gata. Diba? Ninot kita kay trailblazer ta, dili ta koan copycat. Diba, Stephen? You agree with me, Stephen? I'm glad that you...
Mas President, imbita si Joman.
Ha?
Imbita si Joal.
Oo, alangan.
Alain.
Mas President Joal.
Invite on si Sir Joel kay mag-enroll pa siya sa e-learning niya.
Oo. I can, akong tigaag, I will give you mga kuan. 15 minutes on that to help you with the kuan, kanang inyong
Learning sa
Marina dito. Those who would like to be tutored or I can go with you. Join you.
si Doc Alain, di magay required na human na inon kay sa district na human naman na siya.
Nahuman na.
Kung kasi ganahan, Stephen, ganahan ka, sige na lang ko. Kay I can do one-on-one with you. I can volunteer and help you. Marina bitaw, one-on-one min. Human mi dayon. Nakakuha na po akong certificate. Wala ni over na ko sa district governor og certificates ani.
Ana.
Hi Eman.
So, di ko mag-governor.
Ha? Unsa bro?
District Governor Cell.
Wala ko ana. Ganahan ko governor sa kuan. Kung sa Rotary, ganahan ko president ko sa RI.
Lahi
Sorry, bito. Kang district governor ato ko sa RI president ko. Why not? Di ba? I can dream. Istorya ra bito Lenza.
Oh na, I can dream.
Kung mag-governor ko diri Cebu, butar mo na ako. Ako mag-governor Cebu.
Butar ko eh.
Si Drake ba akong campaign manager si Drake? Sabi kaya? Kaya?